Today we have a fun little item that can get you twice the enjoyment out of most of your Glocks when at the range. This is the Recover Tactical PIX, and it is basically a chassis for your Glock that essentially converts it into a pistol caliber carbine. I love shooting pistol caliber carbines or PCCs. They're a ton of fun. They can give you some good practice on fundamentals while saving some money on rifle rounds, and they are also less intimidating for newer shooters by not being quite as loud or big as a rifle, yet being much easier to control than a pistol, with greater confidence gained from more points of contact on the gun. While I love them, I don't always love the price tag that comes associated with them. The last PCC we reviewed on the channel was phenomenally awesome, but it also came with a sticker price of over $2,000, and that's a lot of money to propel 9mm downrange. That is exactly where I think the Recover PIX can step in and help some people let their Glocks play double duty by letting them be both used as a pistol, then also allowing them to be inserted into this chassis and being used as a PCC as well. How it works is you release these 3 clips, add this charging handle to your Glock, and insert it in the PIX chassis. The PIX is a trigger transfer bar very similar to a bullpup rifle, but reverse of that. Close up the chassis, clamp the 3 clamps, and you're ready to go. Pretty simple. You'll have similar AR controls, and this can take some AR accessories. The safety is in exactly the same spot as an AR. It will take AR-15 grips. As you can see, I've changed mine out to a dye-free Kung Fu grip because that's what I like to run, and you can run a standard AR-15 buffer tube and AR-15 stocks or braces. Mine is equipped with their folding brace, and this is a very nice setup. It's streamlined, I think it looks very good on the gun, and it will fold to the side if you want to put this in a backpack or something like that. They even have a place on the frame for it to lock when folded. Pretty slick design. This is the PIX Plus, so it has some small improvements over the original design. You'll have some extra PIC rail sections on the sides, this metal shield up front to keep your hands away from any blast, and the whole chassis is tougher and sturdier than the original with glass reinforced polymer. I do want to say that while I equip mine with my favorite AR grip of choice, and it is very nice that you can do that, it does of course come with its own grip that holds an additional magazine in it, as well as a forward magazine holder that also comes with it for the potential of having 3 magazines simultaneously on board with the PIX system. As far as compatibility, there are a lot of Glocks that fit in this. I'll let you go to the site to get a full list, but in general, if you have a small frame Glock, a 9mm or a 40 cal, odds are it will fit into the chassis. We used a Glock 19X and it worked like a champ. So we were shooting this with my 19X, and it was a ton of fun, but something in the back of my head just kept telling me this would be even more fun with a 22 long rifle. Sadly, if you look at the compatible Glocks listed on Recover's website, the Glock 44 is not listed. Well, never to be satisfied with the status quo, I had to figure out why. It is, after all, the exact same size as a Glock 19, one of the compatible models. Well, it turns out that the serrations on the Glock 44 are ever so slightly different, and that does not allow the charging handle to lock on securely. Well, I've got a solution for that. Okay, so you can't use the charging handle, and that of course does cause some complications, but let me tell you, this is a blast to shoot with a Glock 44 inside the PIX. Beyond just 22s being fun at the range in general, you can use a silencer with the Glock 44 in the PIX because the Glock 44 is not tilt barrel like its 9mm counterparts. Plus, I just think it looks amazing with that small silencer coming out the front for hours of peaceful plinking. I'm not sure it's possible, but it would be really cool if Recover could make a separate charging handle for the 44, maybe as an additional accessory on their site, because my favorite Glock to use in the PIX is the 44, charging handle or not. This also might very well be the best 22 long rifle pistol caliber carbine for the money. The PIX also lets you easily add a red dot to your Glock 44 since they aren't available with that capability from Glock. This is a very cool product for the guy looking to get pistol caliber carbine capabilities and enjoyment out of their Glock and not wanting to waste all their hard-earned money on buying a separate PCC. While shooting, we did get a few people that complained about the trigger, but that's just typical Glock. They don't have great triggers, and adding a transfer bar to them won't make them any better. If you had some really amazing lightweight trigger equipped in your Glock, I'm sure that would in turn make the PIX trigger feel better. I pretty much just run stock triggers in my Glocks, so it is what it is. Now, this definitely isn't for everyone, but overall this is just a fun accessory to have, and sometimes that's exactly what you need out of life. Some firearm purchases should be just to get more enjoyment out of your firearms collection. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because as always we have some really big reviews in the works that you won't want to miss. If you want to know what those reviews are way before they hit the YouTube channel, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, where you can see what's being reviewed in real time. And by the way, check the links in the description. There you can find some cool stuff that I found and the best deals on it. If you want to help support Alabama Arsenal, the absolute best way to do that is through Patreon. These videos can be surprisingly expensive to make, and every little bit helps and is greatly appreciated. There's also Alabama Arsenal gear available right below the video if you want to go out and represent. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching.